Hello everyone and welcome back. Gaming with Priesty, the Newcastle Jets in the EFL, in the EFL Championship to be specific. And after opening the season with some nice signings, squad is looking really good. We move into the Carabao Cup and we play our second 11 at home at Donald Jones Stadium against AFC Wimbledon. And after getting all the way to the semi-finals in this competition, only to be absolutely flogged by Liverpool in the end, I'm sure that teams will be taking us a little bit more serious this season and putting out much stronger lineups. But hopefully we can go for another deep run in the competition. And you see here, Ryan McGowan, he's starting to lose some of his stats. He's getting a little bit older, but he's still got it. Scores a nice header from the corner. We've tried that trick for a long time, and it never ceases to amaze me how well it works. Ed Gibbons here. He would double our lead, and a glorious celebration as well for the man with no number. I really hope they fix that glitch. These young players come in, some of them have numbers, some of them don't. It's really disappointing. Wimbledon would work their way back in the game, 2-1 in the 40th minute. A beautiful finish there by Palmer, past Jack Duncan, deputising in goal for what I must say has been probably the most controversial thing we've done in the series so far, which was to pick up Lawrence Thomas, the former Melbourne Victory goalkeeper, best known for wearing Roy O'Donovan's boot on his face. As you see, we get really lucky here. Pick up a penalty. And with about 15 minutes to go, and Ed Gibbons, he would score the brace. It's amazing how well we've turned around the penalty situation. And there was a point there where you just couldn't score. Well, I just couldn't score a penalty at all. But now we never really seem to miss, which I'm definitely not going to complain about. And I think that's the thing. You go from one end of the scale to the other. It'd be a really nice mix if you could kind of get EA to sort that out. They're either unscorable or you score all of them. Having a nice mix, maybe about a 7 out of 10 ratio would be really good. We move into our next game of the season against Sunderland. I guess you could call this a derby. I know Newcastle, the Magpies versus Sunderland is a derby up there in the north east of the UK. At McDonald Jones Stadium, though, we're looking to turn it into a fortress this season. And Sunderland would come back into the game here. You see Lawrence Thomas, controversial, I know, but happy to have him in the squad. Hopefully a stepping stone to someone maybe even bigger, maybe a little bit more controversial. We will have to wait and see. You see there, I'm getting a little bit frustrated. We create some really good chances. Andrew, just going to call him by his first name there. Andrew has a really good chance to double our lead, and we don't take it. And as you know, in football, if you don't take your chances, you will get punished. Aidan McGeady, absolute superstar, the Irishman for Sunderland. He is their best player by far, and he would score the equaliser. And there in added time on the volley, we have a really good chance to win the game, but we would miss it. We'd try and create a little bit more here just towards the end, but I think we're going to run out of time, unfortunately. Or would we? Play the ball in Egan's feet, and Carlos Castro, CC and Dry, Canadian club. That's why we call it. The kids always ask me, Dad, why do you call him CC and Dry? And I say, because Canadian club, CC and Dry. And you see here, one attempt, one goal, and how important could that goal be? We get away with a 2-1 victory against the Black Cats, and I think that makes it 3 from 3 in the league to start the season. I got to tell you what, guys, I wasn't expecting such an outstanding run to start the season here as we get an offer for Ed Gibbons to go out on loan. And I've got to send someone out on loan, whether it's Lawrence, Ed Gibbons, or the new guy, Mitchell. So I figured, well, I'll send Gibbons out on loan. Hopefully he'll come back with a number and hopefully we'll get a lot of improvement. I think it's Club America in Mexico. Different destination. Probably not the most realistic of things. I just need him to get out, get him some game time, and hopefully we will see some improvement from him. And then we move into our next game of the episode, away from home against Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium against the Cherries. And we would go down 1-0. You know, I don't think we played too bad this game. See, Thomas once again in goal, standing up. You have a look at that corner, and we win the ball, bounces straight back out to him. And what are you supposed to do about that? I'm not entirely sure. Really good finish there. And we were 2-0 down, and you know what? Malcolm Christie, former hoop from Celtic, who joined the Cherries in real life this season. We see here we actually do sorry guys, we actually do get our way back into the game. Barrios there making the score 2-1. And honestly, like I said earlier, I don't think we played too bad, but I think some days you just you just get beaten by a better team on the day. And you see there Billing there, what a lovely goal that is. And we watch the EFL Championship highlights in this house every week, and the Cherries are on their way back to the Premier League, it would look like this season, and Billing is going absolutely enormous for them in real life. He scores regularly. He's a really good player, an important part of their promotion push in real life. But I tell you, I didn't think we played that bad. I wasn't too upset, 4 games in the season, 3 wins and a loss. If you would have said that to me before we started the season, I would have said, absolutely, sign me up. And you can see, I think there's a 60-40 split for Gibbons to go. And then we get a loan offer from River Plate, massive Argentinian club, for the Scotsman, Dave Gordon, to go out on loan. And once again, it's not really realistic, but if you need these guys to go out on loan, there's no point in them just sitting in our club not getting any game time. We need them to grow, and then we can either put them into our squad or hopefully maybe sell them for a little bit more money. Who knows, depending on who comes in and out. We move into our next game in the episode, at home at Donald Jones Stadium against Bristol City. And Adam Taggart, he's had a bit of a slow start to the season, but hopefully he'll find some goal-scoring form here. Speaking of goal-scoring form, I don't know. Defensively. It's so hard to keep the ball out the back of your net. I know I don't have any problem scoring goals, but we do have a problem keeping them out of the back of the net. Luckily, Lawrence Thomas sticks a big right hand out there, keeps the score locked up at 1-0 at half-time, as you can see here in the second half. And sometimes I love that we got handballs turned on, sometimes I don't, and we catch a really lucky break here against Viner. Castro's trying to whipping the ball in. Viner sticks a leg out to stop the ball. As he sticks his leg out, he sticks his hand down towards the ground. It just so happens the ball hits his leg back into his hand. What's he supposed to do about it? There's not much he can do about it. But Adam Taggart steps up to take the penalty, scores his first goal of the season. Former Jet. Really happy to see that. We ride our luck there. I'm not sure what was going on, but Bristol would strike the post, and you know what? They came hard at us late in this game, created a fair few opportunities, and Lawrence Thomas, oh my God, talk about a heart attack. I don't know what I was doing there. It was absolutely dreadful, but here, the 87th minute, once again, I think it's the same guy, Viner. And this time, I don't think he's got too much to complain about. No, you can see it quite clearly there. He sticks out his hand and stops the ball. Adam Taggart once again. We go to the opposite corner this time. And he would score a brace from the penalty spot. And really, I'm not sure if we deserve too much out of this game. Probably rode our luck with those two penalties. But the score would finish 2-1. And you know what, I'm not going to complain about it too much. I'm sure at some point during the season we'll have the luck go against us. That's just football. It tends to even up over time. I'm going to tell you what, guys. 4 wins from our first 5 games in the championship. And I've got to tell you, all of a sudden, I'm starting to feel really, really confident about this season. I think, you know what, we could gel really, really well together. And we might be able to do something extraordinary. So you see here, Gordon, once again, a 60-40 split. Over not really that much money. The ones that come out of the Youth Academy aren't on too much money to begin with. That's about it for today, guys. I'll see you guys next time.